I think a lot of people give up on love because they've been hurt, because they've seen love that didn't work out, whether it was in their own parents' failed marriages, whether they've gotten hurt, they've gotten cheated on, and they've just decided, hey, look, the best way to avoid getting a broken heart is just don't give it away. And so I remember my wife, when she was growing up, that was kind of her strategy. It's just like, I know I'm never going to get divorced because I'm never going to get married. I mean, how naive could you be to think it's really going to last? And so I think a lot of people do that, where once they've been hurt, they kind of put their heart in a cast. But the cast is supposed to only last a certain amount of time for healing to take place, and then it's opened up. But if it always stays there around our heart to guard us, then the cast becomes almost like this castle. The castle just becomes a cage. The cage becomes a coffin, because the one thing you want the most, which is love, what requires the thing you fear the most, which is vulnerability, because you can't have love without vulnerability. You can't give yourself away unless you're willing to hand your heart over to someone, which means it could be crushed. And in my eyes, there's no way around this. Love requires risk. And so what's needed to be able to not give up on love is to not give up on yourself and to surround yourself with people who love you and whose opinions respect. And so if you're doubting, is this a really good relationship? Is it not good? Trust your gut. And when in doubt, open up to the people who love you. I remember one young woman said to me that there were a lot of red flags in that relationship, but she said the biggest red flag is I was afraid to tell the people I loved about the red flags I saw because I was afraid they were going to tell me that I was right. And so trust your gut. Don't give up on love. If you've been hurt, take the time to heal, because to give up on love is to give up on yourself. John Paul II once said that love is a constant challenge thrown to us by God. And marriage affords that constant challenge, that constant need to die to yourself, where your faults kind of come to the surface like oil and water, where you have to learn how to forgive, even when they don't ask for it. That quickness to forgive is an essential attribute of lasting love. Because if you're waiting, I'm going to wait until I get this perfect, sincere apology, then I'll forgive the person, years could go by, wasted of an opportunity to build love. And so that quickness to forgive, to me, is an essential component of love.